So, Moo, you brought up a very interesting point, right? And you know, I always tell people this, right? Because people get so upset. You can't talk any sports, specifically boxing, without social commentary, right? And this is how the world is, because race, politics, it all seeps, it finds its way into, because these are nothing
100%.
but vehicles to drive people agendas sometimes. And you brought up something interesting. You said nobody asked Zepeda to fight like Shakur. And that's a deep, profound statement that you made, because nobody's asking Zepeda also to fight like Bam Rodriguez or vice versa. Nobody draws a parallel with those two, but they'll draw a parallel with Shakur and Gervonta Davis. And I just feel like there's a stigmatism, and it's been plaguing this sport forever, because a lot of the people that has voices, powerful voices, put a lot of this stuff, this rhetoric out there, and it's dangerous. Where a black fighter is whole, it is true, they're held to a different set of standards when it
Always.
comes to fighting.
Well, why do you think that is?
Well, this goes back to the black murderers road Charles Brooklyn. You got to go back so many years ago where this particular style was exiled and outcast, and they just
Because
said it wasn't sellable.
be- because if he do what he do, he won't lose. Those guys can't compete with him.
And yeah, they can't. The style was
If
like Gypsy
Shakur
Joe Harris, right? Gypsy Joe Harris out of Philly, who it's not a lot of footage on this guy, right? They called him a clown because he was clowning people. He had this unique style. It's funny because I said Jahai Tucker reminds me of Gypsy Joe Harris, the
yes,
way he fights. But you had a guy like him who promoters was like, we're not putting our fighters nowhere near this guy because he's not taking the sport serious, because he's a defensive, slippery, crafty fighter. So we want guys that's going to lay it all out on the line and give us more. That's how long this stuff been around. You fast forward to Pernell
then it's
Whitaker.
paint a
I grew
narrative.
up, yeah, I grew up in the Pernell Whitaker era. I don't need to read no books. I don't need to watch YouTube. I watch guys like Freddie Pacheco and Gil Clancy, all these old school commentators talk down
Yeah,
on this man's fight game. And when he forced Chavez and made him walk backwards, they give him a draw instead of a decision. But yet, all that running and all that type of talk, it went out the window. Like nobody talked about that then. But same thing with Floyd. Like these narratives has been plaguing the sport forever, but it's always black fighters that's held to certain standards when it comes to boxing. We always gotta fit a certain narrative. Why can't, like you said, we just fight the style that's beneficial to us?
and then the best man wins. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like,
Like, because guess what? Again, Benavidez, he don't care you boxing. He gonna come get you. We saw fight Caleb play. Like it's on you to go get them. Not you have to pipe down to match their level. If anything, be better at cutting the ring off. Be better
yeah,
at
like
Zepeda a lot of good things. Zepeda put to the farmer. We had a great camp. Zepeda did a lot of great things. And look at the fight of the night. Zepeda did good.
and he gave Shakur his props. Like, and my
Yes.
and my thing is, he, like you said, was a great point. He stayed the court. He didn't complain and be like, "Oh, well, all he
Oh,
did was grab me and move around." Like,
but man, grab you, get out the grab.
yeah, grab him back.
That's a real, but reverse the clinch. That's a real skill in
Reverse,
boxing.
yup. Hit him low back. That's how I was taught.
You
That's
know,
the
that's
boxing
a,
I came up under.
That's what
there's
I
so
say to
many
my
things.
guys.
Yeah, hit him low, hit him back.
Yes,
But yeah,
you
it's
gotta
just a
understand.
shame though. We can't have like really good boxing diet. And I always say this. So you go on my page, you go on Mustafa page, you go on your page. We got a variety of fighters that we cover
Yeah,
on
yeah,
our from all
yeah.
different walks. But if I go and with all due respect, if I go on some of these, and I ain't gonna get into what ethnic group, but if I go on their page, it's all their people on their page. But yet, the minute that I bring a conversation up like this, why are you guys talking about race? We got probably the most diverse box, two of the most diverse, three of the most diverse in pages, diverse boxing pages right here together on this page.
You know why? We
We
covering
never know.
boxing. We not covering the UK fighters or American fighters. We covering the purity of
The
boxing. I don't
purity
give
of the sport. I don't care where you from.
a race, your weight class. You go out there look. I say who's the best fighter in the world 2 3 years ago. I thought who's the number one fighter in the world. When you do good, and I'm gonna say, yo, this anyway. the boy sharp, man. I don't care what race he is, man. He earned his stripes. Usyk earned his stripes.
Bad man right there.
Those are good. I don't care about you black or you my race, but a lot of people have those agendas in their mind, you know.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm saying.
interesting.
Preconceived notion that you're never going to give a certain fighters your props because you gotta follow it. It's an agenda.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting what you said, Coltrane, because obviously I'm not wise to a lot of this. I'm not from the US.
Yeah.
But when you mentioned, but you talk about Canelo and Salvador Sanchez, these guys are praised because they don't fight like a typical Mexican, and they introduced
Right.
some of the American slickness. So it's funny. It's ironic you said that, because if someone else incorporates the sort of, as the breadman calls it, the sort of black urban style, they get praised for incorporating that into their style and improving upon their game. But then you're saying you guys are criticized for using too much of that style. Like Pernell Whitaker, like I say, I also grew up in the same period. So yeah, it's very
Who did
interesting.
Reynoso said he watched video of? James Toney. This is what his coach said, not me.
Yeah.
This came from Reynoso's mouth. I mean, it was translated, so I'm hoping it was translated properly. He said, I didn't know about James Toney. I didn't grow up being taught about him.
With Nacho and Floyd. Nacho said Floyd was the perfect fighter.
Right. It's just, but we compare Shakur. I'm like, why can't Shakur and Gervonta be both great? We don't do this. And again, I hate keep bringing up Bam Rodriguez, because Bam Rodriguez, his fight game was on a whole nother level. I don't know who he fight. I don't even have a style to describe for his style. Like, but nobody's comparing him to nobody within his own ethnic group. Like, he's not being compared. Oh, well, such and such is a better fighter, or let's say Brego Valenzuela. Both of them are not being compared to each other. But when it comes to black fighters, we held to certain standards, and it's not cool.